This is the FingerCramp Show. Episode 4. End of Rage! Up next, Hack and Kev bring you the latest gaming news with FC Span. And then, Hack goes on a rampage in his not review of Rage. And Kev slings another review of SpiderMan Edge of Time.
Yo, okie dokie Smokey, this is FC Spin, episode number 4. Let's get into it. So remember making fun of KJ and Afune? Guess why?
Because he's making a crappy game?
He's a joke, Dad. I'm joking. No, he actually has a new game coming out. You've probably seen the trailer. Called King of Pirates or some nonsense like this.
More pirates.
More pirates. But it's made by those wonderful people who bring you the Harvest Moon series.
Did you play that game?
They bring you the wonderful Harvest Moon series. No, of course, I played Harvest Moon, but I don't know. The actual trailer wasn't impressive at all. Like, it looked like it wasn't finished. It looked like it was for a game for 05. Maybe it's going to be a Facebook game.
Is there a release date for this?
No, all we know is coming out of Japan, so that's good news.
You can't really, like...
Yeah, but why would they release the trailer? That looks so bad.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, but this is the same trailer he was supposed to come out with TGS. All of a sudden he released it now. He probably should have left it in the cooker till next TGS. Oh, all right.
There was been a mistake on the Halo French site. It was a post about the upcoming Halo novel French version, but they also added a little extra content about the Halo movie being directed by Steven Spielberg and works with DreamWorks.
Another case of rumors.
A little slip of the fingers.
Yeah, I don't know how much of a rumor or a slip or a leak it is, but it's good to hear that it's actually Steven Spielberg's hands.
Everyone who's involved with Halo has been denied. You know, that's their job, deny, damage control, right?
Yeah, but you probably remember that the other Halo movie was in production by Fox whatever studios.
Yeah, and they said, no.
No, this is over. But
too much money.
Thank you for this leak. At least we know it's still coming.
Maybe.
Maybe. All right, this is actually some good news. Disney just trademarked Castle of Illusion. I don't know if you guys remember when you was a little kid and you used to play this Mickey Mouse game. Like, oh, this game was good. He gets to dress up as a fireman and shoot.
MICKEYMOUSE.
Yeah. So, well, you guys are probably watching an old Mickey Mouse gameplay, but this is actually cool because Disney Interactive looks like they're having a huge push to make some decent games. So I'm actually looking forward. I love that game. Castle of Illusion was great because it was developed by Capcom.
Beautiful platform.
Hopefully Capcom's doing the new one too.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I highly doubt it because they haven't done anything under the teen rating in a little while. Yeah. So maybe Zack and Wiki wasn't so bad, but that's been a long time since. But yeah, any Castle Illusion, I'm actually looking forward to it. It was probably some of the best platformers on SNES, Genesis, and NES, I believe, and the handhelds they actually got re-released on. So it's not just us who are looking forward to it.
So it's pretty. You know that title is well known.
Yeah, exactly. Keep on it.
Next up, sad news. Sad. We're going from happy, sad, now back, and then happy, now back to sad again. LA Noire developer Team Bondi is gone. It's done. They sold all their assets to another Australian company.
A production company.
Yeah, production company.
This is actually. There was a lot of news leading up to this.
There's been a lot of. We don't really know what's going on internally, but it'll come out.
As far as I can tell, like the reports were, we can't speak on people's behalf. There were a lot of unhappy people there.
Well, it's been the game was in development for such a long time.
There was people who weren't getting paid for overtime. Their bonuses weren't paid out. So a lot of bad business internally. So you know, the game is great and it shows it. But at the same time, if the people aren't happy, aren't creating it,
then the team will go away and move on.
Go away. Kid Icarus, new trailer.
Oh man,
Metroid in here. We got Kid Icarus. We got these card system.
You know, I was so sad that they kept delaying this, and then I seen this trailer. I was like, please don't delay it again.
Yeah, because they just recently delayed again. We're actually bringing this trailer up because the game is looking awesome. So they, as you can see, they have the little Metroid guys in there, and there's some kind of card system along the lines. The game is shaping up to look amazing.
Yes, it
At
is.
this point, it looks done already because even from the E3 builds and TGS builds, it was looking great.
Yeah, it looked like more refining of little things than the big thing.
Exactly. So this AR system probably has something to do with they some kind of card system. Let's take that some card.
Yeah.
It probably has something to do with the whole Street Pass system. They're probably trying to get this game length. So you know whatever can happen. I'm actually looking forward to it. Check out the trailer.
All right, next up. Oh my God, this is some crazy news. You ever played Black Ops and you ever hear this annoying kid just screaming at you and he's still kicking your ass? Well, one man took it in his own hands to track literally track down one of these kids and choke him.
This is actually pretty weird.
It's a man from the UK. He was being made fun of and then apparently teabagged him a lot of times.
Yeah, and by a kid, the kid was doing the teabag, the teabagger, and he was the teabaggee.
He got so angry that he decided to track down this kid
and choking. The only sketchy part is that he might have known the kid from before, but I don't know. This is when gaming gets a little too crazy.
Yeah, that's sad. What's wrong with you? That is the ultimate level of assault.
Don't teabag me. Virtual teabags hurt. Next up, another game that we're actually looking forward to, and everyone is. There's been a lot of reports. Sonic Generations. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that first. Sonic Generations is looking extremely tight, dog.
Yeah. So tight, like a toy.
Yeah, like a toy. Check out the trailer. It's playing now. The actual gameplay. So it's a mix between what we had with the back running with the 3D scenes and the side-scrolling scenes. No werewolf. Nowhere Sonic.
Nowhere Hedgehog, right?
Werehog. Yeah, there we go. Some dumb nonsense.
Whatever.
There's only one bad part about this whole game is Jaleel White isn't doing the voice.
What?
Because he's too Hollywood, man.
He's too Hollywood.
The Family Matters reunion's coming on.
Oh
man. He got time to teach us. Remember the little infomercials at the end of the Sonic shows? Hey, Tails. Remember the one? Well,
no, Sonic, I got me reminiscing now.
Sonic, why is he so slow?
He's just making me even more sad.
Check it out.
You want to hear a good troll? Here's a good troll for all you gamers out there who just love trolling. Someone created a fake Hudson Twitter account and tweeted that there was going to be a new Bloody Roar game. I didn't get my hopes up because they were actually not that good. But apparently some people actually did get their hopes up only to epically fail because it was a super troll.
That's a double troll because the real troll is that who cares Hudson still exists? No, I'm joking.
Hey, they made Bomberman, man.
Yeah, they made Bomberman. All right, but no. Let's actually get into it. The actual Hudson Twitter has been inactive, the real one, since December of last year. That's how they figured it out. Yeah. This guy was actually posting news for a while, and
everybody was falling for it.
It was good. It was a great troll. Shout out to him. He deserves a spot. But Hudson, we are looking forward to any new titles. Please give it to us.
I just had to do that.
Hudson's off 16 times.
I just had to do that.
All right, go. Next up, we have Infinity Blade 2 announced along with the iPhone 4 GS Extreme Edition X5 with the AMG package.
It's 7 times faster
or something, or 12 times the gigapowers.
Oh man!
And quadruple the memory bytes. What? It sounds ridiculous. But this game is actually looking pretty cool. From the short trailer they showed out there.
For those of you who didn't play the first one.
The recent announcement party, and Infinity Blade was a great game. A lot of people overlooked it. It was like a punch out.
It was like a Coliseum type thing. Yeah. Blocking and attacking.
Yeah, definitely a punch out with the RPG and other cool elements. You could buy upgrades and even add a multiplayer mode later on. But this also brings up to the sad news. Rest in peace, Steve Jobs.
Yeah,
sucks, bro.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. All right.
That was a moment of silence for Steve Jobs. And on to the next one. Hideo Kojima, if you didn't know, the creator of the Metal Gear series, says the future of gaming relies on cloud. That is where the future of gaming is headed towards.
I think my man Kojima needs to get his head out of a cloud.
Oh,
and give us some regular Rising.
He needs to come back to Earth, please.
Yeah, no, but I see where he's going with this because the actual first impressions online weren't bad. People actually enjoy the service. I've never actually used it, but I've known people who have, and it's not the worst thing. Maybe
the worst thing, and it's not the best thing. So it's in there. It's there.
It will be better when they have some of the server centers on our side of the country. I could see it becoming what it wants to be, but as of right now, I think Kojima, he likes to talk and
he just likes to talk
and never release a game until nobody cares or 15 hours of cutscenes. But whatever, give me Rising. Get your head out of my cloud. All right, sorry about that.
Yes.
We're gonna go to Kirby Shots now. Kirby Shots. I like bringing these games up because we gotta give Wii some love. You know,
yes,
we got Nintendo, got Kid Icarus, but now we're gonna give you some Kirby. This new Kirby game looks amazing.
Yes,
we gotta stop saying amazing. This new Kirby game looks fantastic.
It looks fantastic. It looks stupendous.
Yeah, so it's actual classic Kirby gameplay. It looks like it was built with the new Super Mario engine.
Is it gonna be as kid-friendly as Epic Yarn? Because that was really easy.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be that easy, but Epic Yarn was a great game in itself. But honestly, all Kirby games were easy. There wasn't one that was really that difficult.
Yeah, but even so, that was just like too kid-friendly.
Yeah, but but it's Nintendo, and whoever think their market is. But I love Kirby, and the power-ups look cool. The graphics are on point, and I can't wait. I'm pretty sure Hal's making this. They usually make all the Kirby games.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to this. All right, guys, here it is. Cram down. All right, first up, Max Payne early looks, and it's looking good. Early looks. Of course, real journalists, not like people like us. They get to actually see Max Payne early.
Yeah, they just like to hype things up, and then when it comes out, then they like to bash it.
But it
actually does look good.
Yeah, every impression we read, it looks good, and this actually makes me happy. They're saying there's a decent cover system, the aiming, and it's fluid as hell.
It's still using the bullet time.
Yeah, and it's using the Rage engine, which isn't the Rage engine from Rage. It's the Rockstar Rage engine. So I actually look forward to that.
3DS is coming in white.
It should come in fun. Next up, Unreal Engine comes to Flash.
What?
Yeah, I thought this was a smaller deal because Unreal Engine's on everything now.
Yeah, right now
it's on my watch probably, but the reason why it's a big deal is Facebook games use Flash, and so maybe you guys can actually get some video games.
Facebook gamers aren't real gamers.
Don't say that.
Oh,
they're gonna get mad at us.
Nah, you can play games. Have fun.
Next up,
the original Crisis is coming to the consoles.
Oh, that's good. 5, 6 years late. But whatever.
A little late, but
yeah, Crisis was a great game, man.
It was a great game.
It's still actually, I believe, the benchmark for old PC games.
Yeah.
Maybe behind one or two others, but yeah, Crisis. Happy on the consoles.
Great game is finally coming to the consoles. If the console players didn't play it on the PC, check it out. Play it, then check it out then.
Yeah, it actually has some new upgrades, maybe new shaders, whatever. We're actually bringing up some PSN news. Grim Grimoire and Godhand. There's other actual titles coming out there, like Maximal's actually out there as well. Capcom's doing a whole new releasing their old games on the PSN store, and the Godhand was an amazing game. Grim Grimoire as well. So that's why I'm bringing this. First person, just kicking butts, just kicking
people,
just kicking butts.
Dead Rising 2, off the record.
It's coming up. If you like Dead Rising 2, the regular version, off the record might be better because I didn't think Frank West was that great of a character. And
I don't think he's that great.
And Capcom Japan apparently thinks we love him. So you don't understand us, Capcom. Next up, we got Forza 4. It's racing.
Just Dance 3 is also coming out.
Aliens Infestation is also coming out. So remember we were talking about it 2 weeks ago.
Hulk Hogan main event coming out.
This game actually deserves a little of our time, which is Once Upon a Time with a Monster. It's being developed by Double Fine Studios, and I'm totally serious here, and I respect Tim Schafer a lot, and this is his Connect game for.
I don't respect Hulk Hogan.
Okay, forget both of them. Go ahead and ruin it for both of you guys. And the last game I believe is coming out next week is Heroes of Might and Magic. We're gonna probably run down through the new games in our Crampdown section now too, so you guys have an idea of what's coming up. And look forward to our site stuff.
Yes,
all right,
FingerCramp.
we have Let's Plays.
Visit our site. Come to our site.
We're gonna let you guys know we got Let's Plays coming up for the latest games all the time. So check daily. We have 2 shows, and sorry for the self promotion, but you deserve it.
Yes, all of it. And that's the end of SC Span. Episode 4. Alright guys, welcome back to our not review section of the day. Why do you look so pissed off?
I'm not pissed off. I'm raging.
About what?
About this new game I'm playing called
Coincidentally, Rage.
Alright, so let's actually get into this. Our Rage is the newest title from this new game called Ep.4. Wow, I've never heard of him before.
Actually, I did.
Yeah, they made every game you loved it probably. Doom and Quake. So this is actually their first real title. I've been, I believe, about 7 years since Doom 3.
It's been a while.
Yeah, Quake 4 was developed by Raven, and we know Wolfenstein was developed by Raven also, so we're not gonna count those. But this is their first big title since Doom 3, and everyone's been looking forward to have the Tech 5 behind it. Ooh, this magic John Carmack got this magician over there. I love John Carmack.
Magician. Magic.
Well, so the game finally came out. Is their attempt at a post-apocalyptic journey, something like Mad Max?
Seems to be the most recent theme to go around in these games.
Please stop it. Everyone's been watching Mad Max and these classics.
Oh my god, I love this movie.
But so let's get into it. So the story takes place as an asteroid's coming down, about to blow up the Earth. They take a select few people, put them underground. You know,
chosen one,
exactly. And they freeze them, and they basically revive them or wake them up after the asteroid hit. But one guy, which is you, he wakes up 100 years after the asteroid hit. So civilization has started, and there's actual, you know, sex and gangs and sex.
You know, this actually sounds like this reminds me of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, exactly. So so basically, you know, you're a regular dude. You're trying to make your way around, and so let's talk about the good points first.
All right, get on it.
As far as the best part of the game is likely the gameplay. The shooting is fun. The driving is all right.
What kind of weapons do they have in this?
The weapons, they're so varied as far as so each of your guns is upgradable. You have the rocket launcher, you have the assault rifle, you know, run-of-the-mill stuff. But give me an example. I'll give you an example. Give me an example. You haven't played it. I'll give you an example, like the pistol, right? It's called the kill burst. Basically, it has the pistol shoot 6 bullets at once as one of the ammo types. They change the look of the gun, and you can actually upgrade the gun to have a scope and all this good stuff. But it's not as deep as you would hope, but it is something. Let's get to the next point about the weapons. Is that the actual weapons become useless after a point.
How so?
This is actually a negative part. With the gunplay, which is good, a lot of the enemies seem too strong. Right when I started, I found my AR, my assault rifle, being feeling it was a pea shooter against some of these regular mobs of enemies. It wasn't working out.
So how does the AI work? Are they just so smart that they don't, or is it just that they're so overpowered they don't die?
All right, so the AI is pretty good. Let me explain this better. The AI is good for the dumb enemies. So if the enemy is supposed to be dumb, the AI will be good. Like, you know, I'm not saying dumb as in like, oh, they're walking right in front. Like the berserkers and whatever, the mutants over there, like they'll be jumping off doors, and you actually see them climbing up vents and trying to dodge your shots. But then you get to the soldiers who literally react to what you're doing. I swear to God that every time I pressed the L button, the guy would hide behind cover. It was something where it was so like, it felt so tacked on, and like I didn't respect it. I find the mutants was fun because as they try to flank you and try to maul you, the AI in general was okay, but it amounted to some herp derp soldiers, it was fun fighting the mutants, man. And the boss fights, probably should do the boss fights, but amounting to nothing more than running away and shooting him in the head, circle strafing. God,
just running away from his meaningless attacks that miss.
Exactly. Duke Nukem Forever did it. Like, please stop doing that.
Give us some real strategies.
Next up we have is that the game, even though it has a story, the actual characters in the story feel like they lacked any depth. Like,
but there's so many extra side characters.
Yeah, they act like mission receptacles. We'll probably put a stupid image up here, but that's what I feel like. Hey, I have a dumb personality. Here's a mission. You know what I mean? Like they could literally put it on a job board or some task board and have the same effect. A lot of characters weren't memorable. That's one thing I did not like. A few were, but they fell in no place. Like they were literally cut and dry. There was no intrigue behind it. After all this time development, you know, I'm expecting anything. You know, you've been under the ground for 100 years. You know, like people are trying to take advantage of you and whatnot. All right, so next up we have. This is a good point. Amazing fluidity.
It flows really well.
Smoother than Jif peanut butter. Peanut butter.
I love
Come on, I just want to say that. But in general, the game looks and plays amazing. It's like playing your highest end Unreal Engine game at 60 frames. Like imagine playing, like anytime I try to look away from it, I couldn't. But even like, see how every point I made came with a negative. This one has a negative as well. There's popping texture.
Popping?
Pop in, like you turn around and you can't see what you're looking at until 5 minutes later. No. So yeah, it was actually pretty rampant. You couldn't notice it when you were walking on a linear path, but as you're starting to turn around more,
so the visuals just load up right when
exactly. So it wasn't fun at that point, and it's not just the 360 version where I was playing, which is there's probably some plastic factories that are out of business now because there's no plastic left after 3 discs. Come on, guys. It happens on the PS3 version too, and the PC version has severe problems there at launch. They're saying that the game has screen tearing. It's not even loading up on some AMD ATI cards, but there are fixes going to be available real soon. But that's not a good.
That's the damage of putting it on one disc.
So and another thing is that it has a facade, I like to call it, an open world delusion.
Yes, go more into this. You touched on it a little bit now.
They want you to believe that this game is open world. It isn't. It's nothing more than probably a Monster Hunter or a Halo Reach, even better. Halo Reach, where you have a hub, but the hub plays no part besides a place for you to literally pick up the loot, the fake loot. Half the time it's just money and stuff you can sell to buy more stuff. So the loot, it doesn't amount to anything more than maybe you'll find an upgrade, maybe find something to make a lock kit breaker, but or to make one of your wing sticks. Yeah, I just talked about a wing stick. The wing stick's like a boomerang, cuts their heads off. Pretty cheap.
Comes back to you.
Yeah.
Even in closed doors.
Yeah, that's actually their pushing point for them weapons, and it wasn't really that interesting. So it looks like the glaive from Dark Sector. But whatever.
Oh yeah,
But in general, like the open world doesn't feel open. It feels like you just like I said, like the mission receptacles, the quest receptacles, the people are there to just give you missions, and you go into the instance, you drive back, you do it again, and they give you no rewards for actually driving around, besides killing mobs of enemies and trying to get some upgrades or some dumb quest. But it lacks in the side mission as well. But you know what? I'll bring that up in the final 5 points of this game. Yeah, buddy. Yes. So the game runs fluid, which is amazing. That's a good point. Now a bad point. The story could use some Tech 5 geoforming technology. They should have been developed on more. It is known for this. I'm getting a little sad about the fact that the story wasn't as strong as it could have been. Yeah. I was looking forward to Rage and
seems like it's lacking the story and just more mission.
I complained about the enemies. As far as the gunfights are simple, but they're entertaining as hell. I know I was saying that enemies are dumb, but I did have fun playing it. So let me just make that clear that there is a big difference. Like I'm looking at it from a different angle, and I'm looking for these small points that we need to bring up as far as the AI goes. But it was fun to play, so I can't do it. Fetch quests are king in this game, but if you like fetching, you're gonna love this.
Go here and get this. You got this.
We need 10 dog bones. Get us 10 more dog bones. You know, it amounts to nothing more than that. You actually see me do it. Like, did you go back to this place a few times? You're literally farming stuff and whatever. It's not to that point. It's not an MMORPG, but you are going to. Get us this capacitor, like whatever the case goes. The guns are varied. They're fun to use, and the last point that I probably want to be making is there is no modern checkpointing system. This is actually a bigger deal to me than it should be because you can't save anywhere, but who in this day and age does anything? We're lazy gamers.
Just press start and save the game when we don't know whether it's an important part of the game or not. So
yeah, exactly. Like, how do we know a boss fight's coming? I can literally save it there, but I'm just mad. This is like bad game design, and it actually hampered my experience. You've seen how many dies. I suck at games.
Lazy.
Yeah, I'm stuck at games. I'm sucking at them, and he sees me. I'm sucking at it, and he keeps telling me like, "Why aren't you saving it?"
He's sucking.
Yeah, and it actually was a big deal to me. Maybe, but. All in all, I had a great time playing it. The environments are very varied. Sewers, the post-apocalyptic world looks great. It's pretty in-depth, and I can't, with all the negative points, I still enjoy playing it. I'm gonna give this an 88 out of 100. Woohoo! I'm raging with happiness.
A little happiness.
Yeah. Damn, I beat it up pretty bad, but I gave her such a great game.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the checks you're signing us, Ed. Thanks for all that money you're sending us. Hey, Kev.
Yeah, what's up?
Is that new dance?
SpiderMan, no. No, it's not a new dance. I just got done
Don't
playing.
SpiderMan no host, people. Alright, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you've been playing that new SpiderMan game.
The SpiderMan game. I just got done playing the new SpiderMan game.
What's it called, man?
Called SpiderMan Edge of Time. Edge of Time. Yes.
That's time.
Yes. This neat game is developed by Beanox, who also did Shattered Dimensions, which was the past game that came out last.
Okay. So Beanox.
And it's published by the devil. No, I'm just kidding. It's published by Activision.
Not far from it.
Not far from the devil.
Beanox has been publishing these games for the past few years now. I think Activision has handed it over to them.
I don't know.
But yeah, Shattered Dimensions was a decent game.
It was a decent game.
So how does it turn out?
Yes. First thing, this game is actually a pretty decent Spider-Man game.
Even more decenter than Shattered Dimensions?
More decenter. It's more refined Shattered Dimensions.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay.
Alright, the story and dialogue was all scripted by Peter David, and you don't know who Peter David is. He has a long run in the comic book industry. He had a 12-year run in the Incredible Hulk series.
Oh, he has a huge history. Okay.
Yeah, so he's been in the comic book. He knows the Marvel. He knows it. So that's it. The story is the best part of this game. It's very well done, very intricate. He had freedom to do what he wanted because he distorted the whole thing. Let's get into the story. So this evil man named Walker Sloan, who works for this company, Alchemax, in year 299, which is Spider-Man 299's timeline, and he's like, man, I want to be the head honcho, and he's like, I want to make this time machine, right? So he starts talking about how to make the time machine. He finds this DeLorean, and he's like, how do I make this? He figures out, oh my god, I just need a flux capacitor and 1.21 gigawatts of energy.
I told him we should cut that out. That's a bad joke.
No, but he was making a time machine.
All right, so I seen a part of it. The actual way they conveyed the story was awesome. I remember seeing you play. So the Spider-Man 299 would talk to Spider-Man as throughout the gameplay, like a part of the screen.
Because the Hollow story where Walker Sloan goes back into time and distorts all of reality by going back in time and changing all of the future.
Okay.
Right? And while Spider-Man 299 is trying to stop him, he sees events in the portal of Peter Parker dying, and that's when he goes on his mission to stop Peter Parker from dying and change and stop Walker Sloan from ever changing this whole distorted future.
And in the process, saving the future.
Yes. And
all right, so let's get away from it. I know we've talked about the story a lot. Let's get into the gameplay because I've seen you kick some baddies' butts.
The gameplay is run of the mill. It's not too crazy. It doesn't innovate anything. It's not you just another one of those mashing the button, mashing X, looking for the openings and stuff.
Delay your X and press X again to do the delay X combo.
None of that. You can there's actually evade.
Okay.
You know, both the Spider-Man and 29 have different abilities.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
29.9, his evade is some doppelganger move, technique where he uses a double and they all start attacking him. And Spider-Man uses a super, he starts moving like a super fast guy. So their moves are significantly different. Spider-Man 29.9's moveset are less based on web attacks and more based on technology and using his actual suit. And obviously Peter Parker's is actually using the web and all that good stuff.
As far as it goes, so there is a progression system as upgrades.
Oh yeah, there's an upgrade system. You learn more. You know, you don't really learn more combos. You just make them stronger and have more range. But you add more to your moveset. You can like add a launcher, a knockdown, and other little neat little things, and you can increase your health. So
the actual split between 20, you play as both characters, right?
Yes.
So the actual split is 50-50 or?
Yeah, well, it kind of seems like, it seems 50-50, but it kind of leads, I would say, a little more towards Peter Parker's side, Amazings, than it does on 29.9's. But with that said, it's pretty much evened out. But there's this one part with 29.9, he gets his special little own thing, where he jumps down a tunnel and he free falling. He's free falling.
Who writes this, man?
Stop hating. So he's all, while he's free falling, you have to dodge all the obstacles. That part was actually really fun, and there's a bunch of challenges to do while you play through the stories. Like, you have to beat these enemies in a certain amount of time, collect these many orbs in a certain amount. So there's a lot of these challenges all throughout the game. So it gives it some sort of replayability, not that crazy amount. No, you just want, if you so feel like completing the game.
But you brought that up to me. The actual scenes probably must be amazing because you're like this 4-minute part. You kept bringing it up. So what else? So they switch it up by having these different gameplay types. So most of the time it's in smaller areas. It's not really open world, right?
It's not really like, most of the fighting you just beat up hordes of bad guys and collect the keys and open the doors. And you're not really doing much. And this, actually, as much as I would like the hope there wasn't actually that many boss fights. I'd say in the total, there was the one in the beginning where you fight Anti-Venom, which you can't really count.
But I don't want to. But were they fun?
Oh yeah, they're fun. They weren't too crazy, but I actually enjoyed the final boss fight, which was actually pretty fun. That was pretty well done. That was well done.
Okay, cool.
The final boss fight was.
So you got something to look forward to. Replayability, you said it's not that.
It's whatever. You know, if you really want to go complete all the challenges, you can. Once you beat the game, you unlock hard mode. Whatever. If you want to play it on hard mode, you know the sound was the more better part. The voice acting in this game was the best. It's so great. You know, for those of you who were fans of the Spider-Man TV series back in the 90s, they brought him back. He actually voices, not Peter Parker, but Spider-Man 29.9. I was trying to figure it out. I was like, who is this voice? I know this voice. And then I finally realized that it's from Spider-Man back in the 90s. And it brought me back to my childhood, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
See what you did? I'm so happy. I wish he was enraged. Kevin Feige was enraged. So let's sum it up because there's a lot of good things about it, right?
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of good things about it. You have great story.
Okay,
it's a great story.
And the way it conveys is good too.
Yes, you know, the gameplay is, you know, it's not too great. It's run of the mill, nothing innovative, nothing so crazy about it. The visuals are decent, although they're not crazy eye-popping visuals. So watch out.
They look pretty well.
Yeah, they're
fine. They look better than any other Marvel game.
Any other Marvel game.
The kid this year.
Past Marvel game that came out.
Yeah.
Not mentioning that name. So, and the voice acting, top-notch voice acting, best voice acting probably.
Oh wow! So that's actually good. You usually don't hear that in these type of games. Voice acting usually suffers for the low budgets. Oops, and the rush times. Oops. So sum it up. What do you think of it?
This game, I would give this a 75. 75 out of 100. That is actually a very good score for a Spider-Man game.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take whatever I can get. 75 sounds like my type of Spider-Man.
Yes.
Rent it, buy it.
Rent it definitely. It definitely deserves a playthrough. It deserves a playthrough. I don't know if I want to tell you to dish out $70 to buy it new. You know, you can always wait for the price to drop, or if you're an extremely big Spider-Man fan, I can't tell you no.
It doesn't matter. The original Peter Parker's voice is in it.
Yes.
It's great to see that the game's actually pretty decent.
Yes.
So, at that note, I want to thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you.
Please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe
to our YouTube channel.
Do that now.
Yes.
Do it.
And always check into our site for new content.
We always have Let's Plays of new games we're playing, and there's new shows on the way. So keep your eyes on the site. We're going to be a little creative the way we approach this stuff. And if you guys have any comments, suggestions about how we should go with the show further, let us know.
Email us a comment. Show us your love. That's all.
We're having fun. We shouldn't be, right?
We should be serious, but we are.
Yeah.